Yep. Prox1mo.
Prepare to fight.
On the big gun, and yeah, let's give him some screen time. I think we haven't covered him at all today.
2, 1.
So the big guns start out, and he decides to go for the rocket launcher immediately. He hears CHERRA's route and decides to pick up the heavy before the rail even. And I think this tribal should give him the information that CHERRA still has not picked up the mega. CHERRA faked it with a bounce pad and picked it up afterwards, so we have a good delays. It could be possible that if prox1mo reads this correctly, we see a fight over the next item, but CHERRA tries to undercut this plan by fighting now, and CHERRA actually makes it work, dealing so much damage with a lightning gun and a super shotgun that he just kills prox1mo. prox1mo, though, being a heavy, basically spawns ready, like... And... well, CHERRA just keeps on fighting, picking up the heavy, picking up the mega, landing some tribal in prox1mo's face, and prox1mo has such a good stack still, and the HMG, beautiful shader on the weapon as well, and a huge, huge rocket there, but CHERRA with the railgun.
Yeah, prox1mo is in survival mode. He's still sticking around.
prox1mo tried to cut off the rotation wave with his pineapples, but CHERRA was already pushing, so you run past them easily. Beautiful tracking with the HMG, and then the finish with the rail. CHERRA gets his third frag. prox1mo has not much to do, but this time he lands the pineapple and the rockets, and his opponent just completely gets obliterated. Bullying his way up onto the item, rocket jumping with a little stack only to work. But he makes it work, but CHERRA picks up the rail and lands a vertical drive-by shot. 4 frags in the lead, Robin. CHERRA really wants to be in the grand final.
Yeah, I think he's pretty warmed up with fighting against Stone, but oh, his movement is lacking a bit, though. He gets Sync or on the board and loses alive himself. Oh, we have a barbecue on prox1mo, who is also losing out on the heavy. But there's still enough stack to fight with, especially after hitting the opening rail.
prox1mo controls
He's baiting, but
it's
what?
denied.
Oh, prox1mo's he did not do any damage. So CHERRA walks away with another frag. The starting stack on prox1mo though, but he should have done some damage before the pickup. Because now, yeah, CHERRA is just as healthy as prox1mo is. Even denying the lights as the mega half to his name. Still enough time to go to the other side of the map, and yeah, he gets some audio cues. So yeah, it's a nice plan to shop for some damage. Oh, but no, he gets destroyed, fumbling his movements. Yeah, he was also being hit, right? So nice clean frag from prox1mo. Oh, just
not so clean anymore. But the boomstick nets himself the drawing frag, and he gets the mega as well. Good shit if you're a heavy guy. Oh, lands the rail as well and denies the light. That's no light on the map. Scratch that. The lower light just spawned as well. And CHERRA can take 1 more rail now. prox1mo, though, can take 2 more rails. So prox1mo has a real case while CHERRA needs to run and find some health. He wisely does not go through the murder hole. But, oh no, now prox1mo needs to be careful. He's not railable anymore.
oh,
CHERRA is dishing out the damage left and right.
it was such a nice rocket. prox1mo gets the mega health though, and the follow-up kill. So prox1mo gets in the lead. And has a great position on the next major item.
CHERRA's lurking around to get himself the timing. And he got that by just making no sound at all. So he knows when to strike, and his flame strike is up, so he can just use it for that next spawning heavy. Prox1mo now knows where CHERRA is as well, does some damage, decides to rocket jump after, but CHERRA's lightning gun cock blocks him. And yeah, now we see a little dance, and despite CHERRA landing 2 rails, Prox1mo comes out on top. He now needs to avoid getting hit by a rail, and he does that by forcing the spawn of CHERRA on the other side of the map. And CHERRA still can't connect with the rail. CHERRA now should be able to use his stack advantage and his ability advantage to get this item, and he knocks him out of the map. Pushing him with a flame strike and then doubling that up with the lightning gun. Beautiful frag there. But like we said earlier, Prox1mo is spawning ready, and so he decides this is my heavy, and he bullies CHERRA away. CHERRA does some damage, but not enough to justify him pushing into that after getting damaged on the previous fight. 3 rails in succession though, and CHERRA ties up the game. Prox1mo pushes, but CHERRA's not missing a single cell of lightning gun roll.
Oh, and he gets the opening damage. Has his flame strike ready. Doesn't even need it because, yeah, if you hit all your rails, you don't need an ability. Ooh, he's missing the flame strike though, and yeah, oh, Prox1mo conquers the heavy mid-fight and seals the deal with the starting shotgun. And if he plays his cards right, he will get both items. No, he pushes CHERRA into it. But he's still ending out of top on that lightning gun fight. Yeah, the heavy with the heavy behind his skin
floats. That was insane tracking with drive-bys, showing his great combat skills there. Gotta love it, Rob.
Yeah, it was beautiful. He hits an arrow, no. And the follow-up. No.
Like, you're just taking a bounce pad, and then all of a sudden you get 150 damage from a direct rocket in a direct pineapple. You gotta feel like, what the fuck is going on? And then he hits 2 rails back to back. At least CHERRA can snitch away the heavy here. No, and he gets a frag!
Oh, and yeah, he's still in this map. Oh, he gets deleted again, but oh, it's not getting out of control. He's still mitigating a lot of hiccups, and damage is there. Oh, it's straighter though, and Prox1mo gets the heavy.
Oh,
Hundo.
Like, what can you even do? And look at the damage from the shotgun. CHERRA did as much damage as he could with the lightning gun there. But it wasn't enough in the end, and he missed the clutch rail as well. Prox1mo was railable, but Prox1mo's great lightning gun aim just completely obliterates CHERRA's stack.
Yeah. And just as I said a minute ago, it is not really a snowball, but I think something is rolling down the hill right now.
Killing spree.
And it's CHERRA. It's rolling down the very, very deep and steep hill. And there we go. Prox1mo takes deep embrace. And how many great shots did this guy pull off? Like the rockets and pineapple combinations. This is insane.
Unit out, thanks for the follow.
Oh, the next map is going to be Molten Falls, where we see again CHERRA's Nyx against Prox1mo's Anarchy. And yet CHERRA had some success with his Nyx, but not against Stone's Anarchy so far. So maybe he does not have success against Prox1mo's Anarchy as well. We will see it soon though.
But Anakin Vader, did you get an answer at least? I think that's a great as a question to get banned for.
Yeah, Timmy Zero. The fight's down to the last bit of health. It's so close. You just watch the stack bars of each champ, and you just see, oh, is he? No, then he. Oh, I love it. Okay, CHERRA is the Mr. Reboot as he decides he needs another one.
Yeah. Who won this map?
prox1mo.
prox1mo. So he gets 1 point on the board.
Yes, and CHERRA's back already. So the fast reboot was very fast, faster than my speedruns at least. And now, yeah, we are maybe ready to get into the second map of the lower bracket final. CHERRA's ready, prox1mo's ready.
Yeah, we still need to change the map.
And the champion. There you go. Champion is correct. Map is correct. We're looking for a server. Here we go. The do or die moment for CHERRA.
I don't know.
This is for his tournament life.
I don't really check. I don't know if user 87 or 86751 is baiting something. But I really want to respond. What is better in Diabotical? Nothing, right? Oh no, we're gonna start a fight. No. There is a lot that is better in Diabotical. But it isn't the success everyone was hoping for.
Yeah, because maybe Quake Live is not the game that anyone wants to play after 10 years. Who would have thought? After 10 years playing the same game.
Yeah, I don't know. I never liked Quake Live. I'm more of a Quake 2 person.
Yeah.
But
the movement is getting kinda dull, for me at least. But enough of that. We have a CPMA guy in this map. And prox1mo looks is with a great spawn. Picking up a light before the heavy. Has a ability ready so he can get a huge stack. Opts to pick up the tribal and the rocket launcher. Beautiful movement there as well, and now he is stacked AF. CHERRA opens the damaging though, hits the first rail, and prox1mo opts to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, CHERRA with stacking prox1mo by a large margin. And oh, he's not getting the opening damage. prox1mo gets the heavy mid-fight. Oh, and his lightning gun just destroys CHERRA. Follows it up with shotgun blast. Oh, the starting machine gun. And missing rails.
Me and Slash are still
Can't be serious.
So, yeah, wow. And he follows it up by another quick frag. Yeah, both lights not spawning with a lot of stack, right? So, if you win a fight and you still have enough left to bully yourself on a spawn frag.
But CHERRA really returns the favor of the last map. He's hammering the lightning gun cells into prox1mo. And prox1mo, he has a rail though, but CHERRA can push him, and prox1mo forced himself to hit that shot now. As he didn't, CHERRA gets himself an opening, but now prox1mo hits the shot. Still railable though, but so is CHERRA. Both players dip in, but in the end they don't really get a kill there. prox1mo uses the speed to great effect and flanks CHERRA, but he also gets floated by the lightning gun. The armor saves him 35 HP to work with before he picks up that mega health, and it's a one frag game. High octane railgun, and he knows where his opponent is, but no! CHERRA clutches it out with all the rails in the world.
And he uses even the shotgun rail instead of the shotgun. Ah, it's a dirty fight though, and prox1mo gets the better hand of the deal. CHERRA. They just, the last minute or so, they just trade for days. But yet CHERRA was still rocking a lead, so he's fine with trading.
Oh, the rails from Prox1mo though. CHERRA dips out and lands a rail himself, leaving Prox1mo hurting, and he earns himself a mecha with that Ghost Walk. Good play there.
Oh, doing great damage in between the rail shots.
And it seems like that the Anarchy wasn't a problem for CHERRA, but rather Stone was. Because this time he seems to have no problem with facing an Anarchy here. Now we have a little bit of a stalemate, and Prox1mo kind of just can choose how much time he wants to waste. He thinks he has wasted enough time and gets out, but taking a shitload of damage with him. CHERRA, on the other hand, picks up the mega health and now tries to find Prox1mo, who is fast as an Anarchy, going out, dipping and dishing, and he earns himself a heavy. Whoop whoop. Both players are stacked, and Prox1mo can look for plays now.
Yeah, and he's circling around. Oh, but CHERRA was aware that after he picked up the time files. Great hint, CHERRA. Oh, they dishing out or trading damage.
Yeah, and this favors Prox1mo a lot.
Yeah, CHERRA does not have any armor left. And he does hit an unreturned rocket, then uses his invis, but now he's worse for wear. It's happened so many times that Prox1mo is just banking on his rail, but it doesn't get him the kill. Ooh, look at that. Lightning gun, shotgun, pretty effective on a low opponent.
If we take a quick look on the scoreboard, we see that CHERRA is dealing almost 1,000 more damage than Prox1mo.
5-minute warning.
With kind of shared control, Prox1mo has more heavies, but the rest is kind of equal. But it seems like that Prox1mo gets the items in the moments where they matter more, and also being an Anarchy, the inject helps a lot, and now he's close to tying up the game, but he can soak up the damage because he has all the healing in the world. He has already healed 1,200 HP, 5 minutes in. This is not gonna get less, of course.
Oh, it's gonna get only more.
Yeah, Prox1mo is managing like the stack on the map insanely well, and this is putting CHERRA in a very, very grim situation. Oh, when he missed such a free rail there. Untypical for him.
Yep. Gets some splash damage, and that makes him able to deny that light, and he's able to do this one, and he's having the heavy behind himself. So yeah, if CHERRA gets the first damage on himself, he has nothing left on this map. He does have his escape tool though. Yeah, it gets activated.
The double back from CHERRA fakes out Prox1mo, and CHERRA gets out alive. Now he found him, and now the lifeline for CHERRA is not there, but CHERRA's lifeline now have become his weapons, and he hit so much damage that Prox1mo couldn't afford to chase. If he chased and died there, CHERRA could have fallen back on the heavy, and then it would have been GG. But nonetheless, CHERRA stabilized a lot, and Prox1mo, what a rail! Perfect crosshair placement. Holy shit, that was a nice shot.
It is a tough job to chase a Nyx though, especially on a large map like this. He does have the speed, but yeah, also not really the champion to deny the time files if he wants that extra health inject in any fight.
Whoa. Yeah, but maybe he needs to use it as a kind of speed boost to catch up for a much more elusive CHERRA. And CHERRA clutches it out. 11 HP. And he has all the weapons he needs, but Prox1mo does not go for the rail, knows how weak his opponent was, immediately pushes with the starting shotgun and gets the frag. And now it's a one-frag game again. Yeah, and I think Prox1mo needs to just use the ability on cooldown to basically deny all the vials. And there we go, tying up the game. Just before the mega spawns. And CHERRA tries to speed his way over. Maybe he can get some damage on Prox1mo after picking up the item. No, he can't. He's just opting to get more stack. Prox1mo has no lightning gun, so this is a bad fight for him.
Yeah, especially
CHERRA
now.
knows that.
Yeah, I was a little bit scared that his armor was disappearing, but of course the heavy was there. Mid-fight for him to pick up.
Impressive.
Oh.
Point lost.
CHERRA gets back on the board though, and he takes the lead. So a lot of work Prox1mo is undone.
Yeah, that was a gamble play for both of them, because both were available, but CHERRA held the angle better, I guess. And now Prox1mo needs to find the Nyx again. Fortunately for him, the ability is still 20 seconds on cooldown, but CHERRA is dealing so much damage with the rockets, and now it's a 2 for a game, and
Warning.
it looks like CHERRA is able to make it on the map 3. Huh. Looking more and more like it, Rob.
Yeah, there is time on the board, but he also needs the frags. Well, he's getting one. It is very possible, but yeah, you need to shop for some poverty items. And basically get... yeah, you need to kill Nyx 2 times. He isn't connecting his shot.
There he
In the end, yeah, but the frag was delayed so much. If he can catch him right after the spawn, there is a possibility.
The map is so big, and CHERRA made so much distance.
You win.
He went into the right direction. If Prox1mo decided to go other way around, he would have caught him, but not this way, and now CHERRA gets it. And just look at the damage difference. This is crazy. Just because of the heavies and the inject, of course.
Yeah. Such a nice matchup is this. It's yeah. None of the players had really a big lead, so there was not really a defensive moment. It was pretty much press forward all the way. Ooh. But yeah, also nobody overstated their welcome in their fights. It was some great demonstration of dueling skill.
Now it's Lizard against the Eisen. I think we have seen Eisen quite a few times on Veil today, and he didn't win yet. Maybe it's his first time, but it's also the first time we see Solag on Veil.
Yeah.
Who knows what's gonna happen? Maybe you guys tell us.
Yeah, press the button. He said ready, right?
CHERRA is Solag and Prox1mo is Eisen, visiting boss.
Yeah, I don't have the player names. It's early access, so we'll appear at some time. Indeed.
Yeah, visiting boss. We only have stream delay when we cast challenges because it's mandatory from the PGL by rule to have 120 seconds, I think.
True.
Prepare to fight.
Okay.
Yep. The
Let's
lizard
start
lady.
with let's start with CHERRA's dinosaur here.
Fight.
Oh, and he gets the spawn of spawns on this map, in my opinion. He can pressure off, and yeah, this is the only way Proximo can go without facing him straight off. Gets a little bit of tickling with the shotgun damage, but I think that's negligible at this point. Timmy gets destroyed immediately, but this is nothing to joke. Beautiful nails and the railgun as well. And now we see Proximo doing what CHERRA did to Stone in their match on Veil. Using the nail in the tribal there. The railgun. No. Oh, the spit. But it's not enough. Proximo has still so much stack left. Oh, and he hits all the lightning on, but the starting stack of a lizard is enough. Even though it was just 14 HP, it's enough.
He has
should be
real.
another
Yeah.
frag. Yeah.
Even if he hit that during the reload, he got destroyed. Oh, wow. Okay. And we just power on through. No! Proximo does not hit the money shot. No. Well,
Oh no. This is a bloodbath, man. They're just brawling. There's nothing else happening. And now Proximo is worse for wear. Left, he has only the railgun, and CHERRA has lightning gun and rocket launcher. Proximo needs to land at least 2 railguns to have anything of a shot here, but he can't because CHERRA finishes him off early. And he's a 3 frag lead already, but this time it's Proximo with the lightning gun, and this time it works out for him. Instantly rocket jumps to deny CHERRA the angle with the railgun, but CHERRA has other plans and pushing. Timmy though has definitely locked on target on CHERRA, and CHERRA has no stack left. Proximo has no rail, so he only can go for a little bit of a tickling there. And both players fall back and try to stack back up, but game seems to stabilize a little bit more after 2 minutes.
great opening damage from CHERRA, but yeah, he booted Proximo into his face. So he also gets some damage on himself, but no! Proximo gets lifted into the jump pad of doom. And he met his doom. So enough clean follow-up from CHERRA. He's just mounting his lead a little bit more.
Yeah, let's say that was an encouraged push from Proximo, but it didn't work out. The starting shotgun nowhere near enough damage, and the Tox click saves Proximo's life. Gets himself a heavy. Can he stabilize it though? He has a lightning gun, shotgun, railgun, but CHERRA, oh, wow. So much damage, and CHERRA just misses 2 cells. That's all.
Yeah, he gets 2 clean rails without taking any in return. Yeah, he's still... Oh no! CHERRA was just waiting for an angle. Well, Proximo was shopping for the items. Yeah, CHERRA is weak, but the Mega Elf is there to greet him. Ooh. Some of his stack just got removed. So Proximo, yeah, he has reason to be here. Oh, the portal play from CHERRA though. Yeah, it means that he doesn't take the heavy, but he's doing great exit damage on it.
Oh, 13 HP only. A beautiful Hondo. Oh, the starting shotgun is enough. Proximo, no rockets, but he has a major item to fall back on. And CHERRA, fortunately for Proximo, can't hit the rocket from down below through the grates, and the rocket jumps up. This is a questionable play.
Wow.
He sacrificed so much stack that it was a free kill for Proximo right there. And the turret forced CHERRA to drop immediately into Proximo's welcoming arms with a lightning gun, who butchered the lizard. And now we're coming into competitive territory for Proximo, and he adds up another one, ties up the series, but now he needs to find stack before Solak can find him. Maybe Solak finds him a bit too early, and 2 back-to-back rails. CHERRA's back in the lead.
And he gets a follow-up But yeah, he's weak. Raidable. Not anymore though. prox1mo has the real win in this hit. Oh, gets greeted with 84 damage. And he's just hanging around. He finally hits a rocket. But CHERRA has his life already. Yeah, and the Mega Health is there. But before he takes it, he destroys prox1mo again. It's yeah, does prox1mo need to slow down? Do you think?
Well, some of his pushes seem very optimistic, to be honest. He's running full steam ahead into someone with a full arsenal with just one weapon, like the railgun or a rocket launcher, maybe. And CHERRA, knowing that prox1mo is an aggressive player, just positions himself in a way where he can put out a lot of those, put a lot of damage onto his opponent. And the one time prox1mo doesn't be aggressive, it denies him a light armor. CHERRA picks up the Mega, and CHERRA is healthy AF, and prox1mo, good rail. CHERRA rocket jumps up, but prox1mo deals so much damage on the lizard. He's still worse for wear now. The lizard hunts him down, and it's a 4-frag game, and prox1mo again pushes.
Yeah, but he
gets hit by a hunter in the back.
I think he has reason to, because all the armor is gone from the lizard lady, and it's a bit dark. But yeah, it was close in the end, so maybe a bit questionable, but it gets him closer to a tie. And he also gets the heavy. Not much getting out of it, but it is in denial from the heavy champion, and especially with hitting that rail. He has reason to walk through the portal, especially now he knows his enemy is on the other part, on the lower parts of the map.
And he tries to fake him out. And what a great play from prox1mo there. He knew where CHERRA was, and he knew that he wasn't really moving, so he just said, okay, if you're not gonna come, I am gonna make you fight me. And he got a frag, and he got another one as well. Beautiful rail out of the teleporter there. prox1mo is really bringing the heat now. And now his aggression kind of works out because he starts to hit more shots, and he also has the arsenal to pull it off as well. 40 rounds in the lightning gun though. This could be CHERRA's frag, and it is in the end.
Yeah.
Stopwatch.
Yeah, it's so hard to hit PMA champions with rockets, right? But yeah, you wouldn't use LG, because if you use the pillar to dodge the incoming fire, you can't hit your LG if you are hugging a pillar. So it's just really unfortunate that CHERRA came out of top of that fight.
CHERRA is hugging the Mega Health area, being saved, and prox1mo gets caught with a back turn to off the lizard. And he smelled blood and just hunted him down with the lightning gun. That was a string of 6s we saw there, and now it's back to a 3-frag game. And once again, this is possible to spawn frag a lot here, but being prox1mo and being the medium champion in this matchup, you need to get clean frags. Otherwise, your opponent will outstack you off the spawn and make a refrag, even though he only has limited weaponry, very hard. CHERRA now is vacating the items and just looking to play in a good position where the opponent has to push into him. And he clutches it out with a beautiful fadeaway rail still. After prox1mo missed that rail, it means CHERRA can pick up the item for free. And CHERRA does so, but he's still not safe, really. But I guess the time is on his side, so prox1mo is kind of not looking like he has much of a chance still.
Oh, he gets a frag. 3 frags? If my calculations are right.
Doesn't look like he's able to get them.
Yeah, you need to start with 1, right?
Yeah. Well, now it's physically impossible anymore, and CHERRA hits a direct rocket to finish it off. And well, congratulations for CHERRA to making it back to the grand final, but also congratulations to prox1mo, who earned himself a 3rd place in the Estoty Duel Cup, number 32.
Yeah, nice play.